Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. I think my first and only video was in May, so it's been a minute since we've been here, but we're back and hopefully starting September strong. So I wanted to do my September TBR, which is right here. Oh god, we'll see. It's very ambitious for me. I'm usually only reading about 2, 3, maybe 4 books a month, and this is 6 books, so it's super ambitious for me. We'll see how much I get through. I for sure will get through 2 because I have to. For 2 of them are required reading for my class, and I have to read them by the end of September, so I'm sure at least I have 2 of these done, so the rest we'll see. So the first book that I want to read is Wonder by R.J. Palacios. That's how you say it. It's like a middle grade book. I've read this before actually. I read it my junior year in high school for my child development class, so it'll be a reread for me, and I just really need to go through it again because this is one of my required readings for my class. So it's about a 5th grader. Yeah, 5th grader. His name is Jodi, and he is the first time he is going to normal school. He's usually is homeschooled, and he has a facial difference, so it's just like about him being different and being in class and like his first time in school. So I'm really excited to reread this one. I really liked it from what I remember in middle school. There's also a movie with Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson. That one's really good too, so I just want to reread it. I have to reread it for class. The next book that I want to read, the next book on this list is 19 Minutes by Jodi, Picoult. This is also my second required reading for class. From what I understand, it's kind of loosely based on like Columbine. I know it's like about like school shootings. So from what I understand, it's like the 19 minutes that is like what the time it was that during the shooting, and it's like before, during, and after. And so one of the girls, the star witness, is the daughter of the judge who's overseeing, I'm assuming, the case that happens after the shooting. This actually is my first book by Jodi Picoult, which is interesting. I'm really excited to read this one. It sounds super good, and it's just, you know, it's one of those that I'm really excited to read. So we'll see what happens, but I do have to read these 2 by the end of September because I need these for my class. I'm an education major, in case you can't tell. It's my last semester and I'm so excited. We're almost there. It's been a long time coming, believe me. The next book on my list is I think it's kind of cheating a little bit because I've already started it, and it's The Librarian of Aushwitz. I'm about like 130 or 40, yeah, 145 pages in. So I'm hoping to finish it because I don't think I'll finish it because today's the 30th. I don't think I'll finish it before September starts. So it's about this girl. Her name is Dita, and she is in a camp in Auschwitz, and she is like they're like block, I think is what they call them, is like mostly like children and like families and children, and so they are teaching these kids, and so she has volunteered to be the librarian, so which is a very risky job because it's a death sentence if she's caught with these books, and so she's volunteered to be the keeper of the books. I will do a full review on it, so I don't want to give too much away of how I'm feeling about it right now, but it is based on a true story. The author, it's actually translated. This book is originally written in Spanish, and the author actually sat down with Dita and talked to her, and that's where a lot of this book came from. But I know he's talked to multiple people, so that's thrown in here, so it's not a non-fiction. Is basically what I'm saying. But I'm excited to finish this one. I'll do a full review on it when I'm done with it, so I don't want to give too much away about how I'm feeling about it right now. The next book is In Conclusion, Don't Worry About It by Lauren Graham. I really pretty much picked this up because it's a Lauren Graham, and I am a ride or die Gilmore girl. I've seen the series through like probably 100 times I'm a ride or die. So I read all her other books. I read her fiction, which is Someday Maybe. That one was really good. I read it last year. And then her other nonfiction, which is Talking as Fast as I Can. I really like that one. If you're a Gilmore Girls fan, I highly suggest you read it if you haven't already. She kind of writes, it's mostly based around the time that they were doing the revival, A Year in the Life. So it really talks about her time, her returning to set, and with like all the characters and stuff. So it was really good. There's also some parenthood in there if you are a fan of parenthood. But this is a kind of like self-help style book, comforting roadmap to a happy life. It's only about 60 pages or so, so I really just will sit down one day and like maybe knock it out, depending on how it goes, or maybe span it over a couple days. It's kind of geared towards, what I'm understanding, she kind of really wrote it towards like graduates of like high school or college, like really entering the next phase in their life. So it's kind of a perfect time because I'm graduating in May, so it'll be nice to read it beforehand. But like I said, I really just got it because of Lauren Graham. The next book is The Wedding by Dorothy West. It's fiction. It's about a group of people who live on Martha's Vineyard, from what I'm understanding, and there will be a wedding soon happening. From kind of like, I've also like read like a couple pages just to see if I was gonna like it or not. I'm like 30 pages just to test it out and see if I was gonna like it and see if it was something I wanted to continue reading. From what I understand, it's like a bunch of like one of those books that's like a bunch of different stories, and then they all come together to make, like, they all start connecting to each other. So I think and that's kind of the feel that I'm getting from it. I don't remember like how this ended up on my list, my TBR, but it did. I honestly don't remember. When it was on my list and I was like, okay, like I'll check it out, but I don't remember how it got here. But Dorothy West actually is an author. This book took her 26 years to write. So, and it's considered her greatest masterpiece. So I'm excited to get into it. Like I said, from what I read to see if I was gonna like it and keep it. Like seemed like a lot of stories. This book kind of seemed like a lot of stories just connecting as well. Like I said a million times probably already. So I'm excited to read it and get into it. We'll see how I like it. And then the last book on my list is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. I'm probably pronouncing all these names wrong. Excuse me. It is the second book to the Simon Snow series. The first one is Carry On. I've read Carry On maybe less than a month ago. I really liked it. I'm kind of hesitant to read Wayward Son because I feel like Carry On concluded really well, that it didn't leave me like needing a sequel. So I don't really know, like I read the thing, and so I know like kind of like what it's based on. So I'm just kind of hesitant to see where the story's gonna go, because I don't really like, if Carry On was like a standalone book, I would have been fine. Like I didn't have any questions. It kind of really concluded some stuff for me, you know, like everybody went on with their life. I don't want to spoil anything. I might do a like full review on Carry On. I'm like so behind on filming and I don't know what I want to film, and you know, so just like I don't want to give it any weight, but so I'm kind of hesitant to read this one. I don't know, we'll see if I get to it September. If not, no harm, no foul. I don't think. A lot of these books, all of these books except the two I have to read for class, are from the library. My library, it thankfully opened up again for curbside service, so these were all my holds that I had. But like I said, this is like super ambitious of a TBR for me. I don't think I've read 6 books in a month since January. I think January I read 7 books, and most of those were read before I went back to school, and I went back into school, and school's really kicking my butt right now, so I will sure at least read those 2 because I have to. So who knows, by September wrap up may only be 2 books, which is fine. But yeah, that's my September TBR. like I said, we'll see what we get to and what we don't get to. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to see more videos. I'm hoping to at least be posting a video once a week. I'm really trying to like get down to it. I didn't film anything over quarantine and I had all the time in the world, and now I'm back at school, and now I'm like, okay, like I want to start posting regularly, I want to read more, and I'm like, now I'm in school, of course now I'm feeling to be productive once I'm back in school. But yeah, I will link all these books in the description below, and as well as my socials, my Instagram, my Bookstagram, my personal Twitter, my book Twitter. All of it will be linked down below if you want to give me a follow and like, comment, and subscribe.